Watching a movie can bring a family closer, but not that close. Stream Big New Zealand. Get your TV onto fibre.
At heart, Travis Banks is just a humble Kiwi boy from Bulls, which is horror whenua, basically, isn't it, to be fair? But he's rocketed onto the world stage of professional wrestling. We're talking WWE, which is one of the world's biggest sports entertainment businesses. You'll remember this. Andre the Giant. You remember Ravishing Rick Rude. Mark,
he was my favourite.
Was he?
A particular role model of him.
Bret the Hitman Hart. Do you remember him? Welcome to the show, Travis Banks from Bulls. G'day, Travis. How are you? Nice to see you, mate. So you're in the NXT.
NXT UK.
Yeah, right. Which is the same thing, isn't it? It's part of the.
It's under the umbrella of WWE.
How did you go from Bulls to that?
Oh, it's taken a while. It's taken 10 years of my career. I don't know. When I was young, I just really loved professional wrestling. I was drawn in by the big characters, larger than life. You know, like a comic book.
Who was your favourite?
Sting. Do you remember Sting, WCW? Anybody?
Was that with the face? Was that with
Yeah,
the face
that's the
paint?
one.
Yes,
Yeah.
remember him? Yes.
I remember the bloke who used to play with the Police. No, I know that Sting.
Oh, he's meeting Mr. Stinger.
Nice man. Yeah, good.
I don't know the other Sting story.
Not him. He's a
Very good,
and
mate.
he just drew me in straight away because he was a larger than life character. And then just from there, I kind of just pursued it through school. I did a little bit of acting. I did like all the sports that I could. Took up martial arts, and then
Went to London.
well, that came a little bit later. Yeah, I went to Japan first, and then I went to America, and then 4 years ago I moved to the UK, and all of this sort of came about in those 4 years.
And because you fight under, so your name is it Buzzsaw? Now, what's
the Kiwi Buzzsaw.
The Kiwi Buzzsaw, and you have the flag wrapped around you and everything. And so the Kiwi Buzzsaw. Growing up, my mates were really into this.
Yeah.
And I wasn't so much. My son is just, who's here today to meet you, and he's on the couch here. He's right into it, and I wasn't, as a young kid, because I wanted real action. I wanted people to hurt each other, have the boxing. It was the era of Mike Tyson, that sort of thing. And I thought, well, this is just all acting, isn't it? But you've just come back from an injury that took you out for 3 months.
Yeah, so it was like September of last year, so it was a little while ago now. But yeah, I got thrown into the buckle, and I just hit my shoulder, and I was out for 3 months.
Okay, it's real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was real.
No acting whatsoever.
No.
Do you worry you'll seriously injure someone else, and could you live with that?
No, I don't worry about it at all. I'm really professional at my job, so yeah, it takes years to get it right, and I've taken a lot of pride in getting the skill of it right, and I don't want to hurt anyone too bad. So,
But it does happen.
it does happen 100%. It always happens all the time. But
So do you have an agreement when you go out there? So let's say Mark and I are different characters and we're taking each other on.
Yeah.
That you have signals that what moves are coming and that sort of thing. Do you,
like the art form of professional wrestling is like we're going out there to get an emotional reaction from the crowd. We want fans to be invested. We want them to really enjoy what's happening. I might know what's going to happen. I might not. It's all about being out there and reacting to a situation. So depending on what the crowd do, we might go in a different way than we originally planned or something like that. But it's all at the end of the day like an entertainment form.
See, what are those things called when you run at me from across the ring and I have my arm like a stiff arm out and
clothesline.
A clothesline.
Yeah.
A clothesline. But you don't really want a real clothesline. It's sort of
I mean, they hurt all just. It's the same.
It's the craft, isn't it? The ability to improvise.
Yes.
And that's when you're really in the zone, when you're improvising and it's coming off. The other thing I'd imagine you need to do to make it in the big time, the WWE, is obviously you got to be, great with your body, but you got to be good with the mouth as well.
Yeah,
don't you?
yeah, 100%. That is definitely a big part of it. Just being able to talk people into their seats, I suppose, is the old phrase. So yeah.
What about fans? Because they are die-hard. What sort of interactions are you getting? Have you had any incidents over the past few years?
Yeah. I've had one fan slap me in the face one time. I was a bad guy at the time, and I was going out giving him a little bit of lip and stuff, and he just stood up and just struck me across the face. And I just...
Did you fall over?
Oh no! It was quite surprising. That was probably the most craziest thing. But I get a lot of good fans as well, like a lot of very supportive fans, like Buster over there.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
Oh, he's right into it. You don't have your own figurine yet?
Not yet. That's one of my big goals.
What your big goal is to have a figurine?
Figurine, yeah.
What about, is there someone who you haven't fought yet and that you'd really like to get into the ring with?
John Cena.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna go
Why?
straight
He's
to the
pretty
top.
cool.
John Cena. Yeah.
Why is he so good?
He's great at everything. he can talk. He's got the look. He's got the skill. He's just awesome. So,
He's a particularly handsome man.
and he's very handsome as well.
very
So,
handsome.
Even the figurine's quite handsome of John Cena. I was just saying.
Tell us about your training routine, because
Yep.
you've got to remain fairly buff for this gig, don't you?
yeah. Could you not tell through the shirt?
You're looking good, Nick.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I do. I do train every day. You have to. Like, you have to be conditioned for this because, as you say, you get injured all the time. And
Yes.
if you're not, working on your body and stuff like that, injury's going to come really fast.
Is this regulated as well? Because, I mean, a lot of skeptical people might go, well, it's sport entertainment roids,
Yeah.
steroids. I mean, is that frowned upon? Does it exist?
With WWE these days, they have very strict drug policies and stuff. We get tested all the time. So that's non-existent anymore. I know that was probably a big thing in the past for some people, but that's non-existent now.
So in the UK, and so you're part of NXT. So in the UK, do you, when you're out in public, and do people they know what you do and they know who you are? You have a fan base.
Yeah, definitely. And because I go to America a lot now as well, and there's a lot of fans in America that know who I am, which is quite crazy. I'll go into some stores, and for the other day, I went into a sandwich store when I was in America, and you had to give your name for it. And I'm like, I know who you are, Kiwi Bustle. And they gave me a winning call. Yeah, awesome.
I just want to know, Trevor Banks, Travis Banks, that's actually not your name. And so why did you change it?
It was just a name that was given to me when I first started training. And I was like, do you know what? I'll change it later on. And then I never did. So I just stuck with it. Yeah. And now that's who I am.
Do you sort of pinch yourself a little bit that you're sort of living the dream?
Yeah, all the time. It's pretty surreal. When I have Shawn Michaels and Triple H, legends of the business, giving me advice and watching my matches and telling me that I'm doing well and stuff like that, I have to stop myself sometimes. Especially when I talk to my old friends from back home in Bulls.
Go back to Bulls. But you'll still be able to go into the kebab shop on the left there, Macca's on the right, or one of those second-hand stores, no bull, and they won't know who you are. So you can probably still get away with it there.
Yeah.
Hey, lovely to meet you. Your goal is to head into the American competition?
Yeah, definitely. That's always the goal. I think WrestleMania and the WWE title was always every little kid's dream to be when you get into professional wrestling.
Hey, all the best. Do you get paid good money for this?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely a bonus.
It's all good.
Before I go, I've actually got something for Buster as well.
Oh, that's
little package for him. Couple of hats and shirts. So
I'll get him.
You want to give him to that?
Come and grab it, Buster. You come and grab it, mate.
Yeah.
And you shake his hand and say thank you very much. And then put him in a headlock. No.
Please, be gentle.
Thank you for being so kind. He's a big. I took out a mortgage actually, a second mortgage for to buy the figurines. I think it was number 73 or something like that.
Yeah,
they're popular, and it's he loves it. He's into something. You got to be passionate about something. Hey, nice to meet you. All the very best.
Thank you very much. Just before I go, I'm going to be at the Invercargill. SPW Southern Rumble in Invercargill on July 13th at the ILT Stadium. So
ILT, that'll be the Invercargill Licensing Trust. That's the big stadium down there. They know all about it.